The sun dips below the horizon, staining the sky in hues of apricot and rose, a daily spectacle that never fails to soothe your nerves. The air, purified moments before sunset by the ever-vigilant nanobots, is warm and fragrant with the scent of night-blooming jasmine. Above, the sky is a perfect dome of inky blue, unmarred by a single cloud. It's a canvas so clear that the coming darkness feels more like a gentle lull than an encroaching night. You step out of your home and into the street. The pavement is cool beneath your feet, perfectly smooth after a day of being gently polished by the nanobots. Not a single crack mars the surface, not a single leaf or twig lies out of place. Everything is clean, everything is in its place. The gentle hum of the nanorobots is a constant in your life, a lullaby that drowns out all other sounds. It's a sound that speaks of a world where dirt and chaos are relics of the past, where the struggle for survival has been replaced by a quiet, steady existence. Your clothes are unwrinkled, your hair is perfectly tousled, your skin is flawless. The result of countless tiny machines working tirelessly to make your life as comfortable as possible. You don't remember the last time you saw a spider or an insect. Pests have long been eradicated. And if a bug does somehow manage to get through the nanobot defenses, you know that the self-cleaning nanotextiles of your clothing will deal with it efficiently. Even the air you breathe has been filtered to remove any trace of pollutants. In this world, there is no war, no poverty, no hunger. These problems, which plagued humanity for millennia, seem as distant and incomprehensible as the struggles of a civilization from another planet. Instead, there are endless parks filled with people who spend their days reading, painting, playing with their children, or simply strolling, enjoying the flawless weather and the beauty of their surroundings. Life expectancy has increased dramatically. Diseases that once ravaged humanity are now a thing of the past. The nanobots monitor your health constantly, providing early warning signs of any potential problems and eliminating them before they become serious issues. You haven't seen a sick person in years. Old age has been postponed. People remain active and engaged in their communities, well into their 80s and even 90s. But despite the abundance of leisure time and the absence of many of the traditional human struggles, most people still have jobs. The idea of universal basic income, which was debated so passionately in the years leading up to the rise of the nanobots, seems quaint and almost comical now. You couldn't imagine a world where everyone didn't contribute to society. It's just not how things are done. Your job, like everyone else's, is flexible. If you don't feel like working today, you can take a day off. But generally, you prefer to work because work provides a sense of purpose and fulfillment. You work when you want to, where you want to, and on what you want to. There are no bosses, no deadlines, only a gentle, ongoing process of creating and improving. This isn't to say that there are no problems. There are still things that need to be fixed, challenges that need to be overcome. But they're different from the problems of the past. They're smaller, more manageable, and ultimately less threatening. For example, there's the issue of the gray goo, a term that once evoked images of a terrifying nanotech future, a world consumed by out-of-control, self-replating machines. Now, it's just a minor inconvenience. A few rogue nanobots that have malfunctioned, creating small patches of sticky gray goo that are unsightly but harmless. These glitches are rare, and they're quickly dealt with by the regular maintenance cycles. There are also the eco-anarchists, a small but vocal minority, who reject the nanotech lifestyle and yearn for the simplicity of the pre-nanotech world. They dream of getting their hands dirty, of feeling the wind blow through their hair, of experiencing the natural world in all its messy glory. Most people find these people a bit odd, but they respect their right to exist, even if they don't understand their desire to live in a world with dirt and disease. So as you walk through the perfectly clean streets of your nanotech city, surrounded by the gentle hum of machines that ensure your every need is met, you know that this is the best way to live. Not in some distant, idealized past, but right here, right now. in this moment of quiet, gentle perfection. Imagine yourself stepping out onto a street in a city managed entirely by nanotechnology. The air is calm and steady, free of dust or pollen. Buildings rise in smooth, flawless lines, their surfaces polished to a soft sheen by tiny machines that work continuously but silently. No trash litters the sidewalks, no leaves scatter in the breeze. The ground beneath your feet is always firm and even, never cracked or uneven. The colors around you are muted but harmonious shades of soft grays and gentle blues, carefully chosen by algorithms that know how to soothe the eye. The sounds of the city are barely there. No blaring horns or sudden shouts, just a barely perceptible, steady whispered the quiet hum of countless nanobots performing their tasks. They mend tiny cracks before you notice them. They clear faint smudges from glass and keep the air crisp and fresh, all without interrupting the calm of the day. Imagine yourself walking alongside others who move with a quiet purpose but no hurry. Their clothes are clean and simple, designed to be functional and comfortable, but they bear no signs of wear or stains. Food comes from small, automated gardens, tended by nanobots that ensure each leaf is perfect. Here, spontaneity has given way to careful order. There are no unexpected delays, no surprises to jolt the senses. The pace of life has slowed to a steady, gentle pulse, shaped by the invisible caretakers working all around. Yet this perfection comes at a cost. The city asks meticulous cleanliness and order. Leave little room for the small messes and imperfections that once marked human life. The hum of machines replaces the chatter of street vendors, and the once vibrant, unpredictable streets have settled into a quiet, predictable rhythm. Imagine yourself in this place, breathing the clean, controlled air, feeling the steady calm that pervades every corner. It is a world free from disorder, where everything is optimized to the smallest detail. But also a world where the unexpected, the small, often overlooked joys and challenges has quietly faded away. As you continue to breathe slowly, let your mind settle into the rhythm of this city, a place of quiet order and gentle precision. In the next part of our journey, we will explore what happens when even illness, one of humanity's oldest struggles, becomes a distant memory. Imagine yourself resting in a softly lit room within this nanotech city, calm, steady, and free from the usual worries of health. One of the quietest revolutions of this future is the disappearance of illness, a transformation as gradual as the changing of seasons, yet as profound as the silence after a storm. Once, diseases swept through populations, their arrival sudden and often cruel. Now imagine a world where tiny machines patrol your bloodstream. Invisible guardians tirelessly repairing cells and neutralizing threats before they can take hold. The very notion of catching a cold or feeling weakness has become almost a distant story, told like an old legend. Visualize the slow, patient work of these nanobots as they mend microscopic damage-patching tissues, clearing harmful particles and soothing inflammation. Their ceaseless care means bodies stay balanced, steady, and resilient. The discomforts and uncertainties that once marked human life have softened into faint memories. But this absence of illness shapes more than just bodies. Imagine the quiet changes in the rhythm of life, no more sudden interruptions to daily routines, no whispered fears of unseen threats. Life flows gently forward, uninterrupted, a steady current carrying every individual along a predictable course. Yet, in this quiet health, there is a subtle absence, the end of certain struggles that once defined human experience. Imagine the long evenings when people would gather, sharing tales of endurance and recovery, forging bonds through shared challenges. In this future, those stories become rare, and with them, a certain depth of connection softens. Consider, too, the systems around you, medical centers transformed into quiet hubs of maintenance and observation rather than places of urgency. Machines monitor, anticipate, and adjust, turning healthcare into a constant, calm service, unobtrusive and precise. Imagine yourself watching this transformation unfold, feeling the soft relief of a body no longer prone to surprise or suffering, yet also sensing the gentle quiet that replaces the unpredictability of past lives. As your thoughts settle into this gentle future, let yourself carry the calm forward. Soon, we will explore a shadow that once haunted the idea of nanotechnology, the fear of a gray goo. Apocalypse. Discover the quiet truths behind this imagined danger. Imagine yourself in a quiet room with the soft glow of ambient light surrounding you, as we gently explore a theory that once captured the imaginations and fears of many: the gray goo hypothesis. Long ago, the idea was that self-replicating nanobots might one day spiral out of control, endlessly copying themselves until they consumed everything around them. Slow, creeping tide of microscopic machines reducing the world to a monotonous gray mass. The thought held a certain eerie fascination, a whispered caution against unchecked technology. But imagine how, over time, those fears softened, replaced by careful design and thoughtful boundaries. Scientists and engineers realized that such a scenario would require not just reckless creation, but the absence of countless safeguards and balances, a condition quietly unlikely in a world governed by precision. Picture the layers of control built into each nanobot: limits on replication, protocols to prevent deviation, and fail-safes to halt activity at the first sign of anomaly. The city you imagine around you is a testament to this careful balance, where the invisible caretakers work harmoniously within these parameters. Think of the slow, deliberate monitoring systems that watch these tiny machines, like a calm overseer ensuring order without interference. The gray goo became less a looming catastrophe and more a tale of caution, a reminder of humility in design rather than a shadow to fear. In this calm future, the threat of uncontrolled replication gave way to steady innovation, built on trust and precision. Imagine the soft rhythm of this assurance, a quiet confidence flowing through the hum of the city. As you imagine this balance, notice the gentle way the city continues, unchanged and undisturbed. An environment where technology serves quietly and effectively, never overpowering but always supporting. Soon, we will drift into the final part of our journey, the transformation of work and purpose in this nanotech world, where human activity itself evolves into new, quieter rhythms. Imagine yourself in a softly lit room where the pace of life has slowed almost to a whisper. In this future shaped by nanotechnology, the nature of work has quietly transformed. The once bustling tasks and urgent labors have largely vanished, replaced by an era where human roles shift to observation and subtle oversight. Visualize rows of gentle machines humming softly, performing the countless duties that once demanded hands and effort. These machines mend, build, and maintain their movements precise and unhurried. Your role now is to watch over these tireless caretakers, ensuring their harmony and balance in existence, defined by calm attentiveness rather than physical toil. Imagine days unfolding with little variation, the steady scan of systems, the occasional adjustment of settings, and the slow, deliberate review of data streams. There is no rush, no crisis, only a quiet vigilance that stretches steadily across hours, days, and months. Consider the contrast with the past, when work was a cacophony of noise, sweat, and unpredictable challenges. Now, work is an exercise in patience, a gentle presence beside automated processes. The mind is free to wander, to drift into reflection, even as the hands remain quietly engaged. Yet this transformation brings subtle changes to the rhythm of life. The satisfaction of creating or repairing by hand has softened into the distant memory of an earlier age. Instead, the focus turns inward, to personal thoughts, quiet contemplation, and the soft rhythms of routine. Imagine yourself sitting peacefully, the soft glow of screens illuminating the calm surroundings, the faint hum of machines providing a gentle soundtrack. In this future, work is no longer a battle or a race, it is a slow, steady watch, a companion to stillness. As your mind drifts gently through this vision, Allow yourself to feel the comfort of this quiet world, a place of order, care, and calm precision. As our quiet journey through the world of nanotech cities comes to a close, take a moment to rest in the stillness of what we've explored. Imagine yourself once again surrounded by the gentle hum of invisible caretakers, the calm streets untouched by dust, the air pure and steady. This future is one of careful balance, a world where illness has softened into a distant memory, where fears of runaway machines are met with quiet safeguards, and where work itself has transformed into a gentle watchfulness. It is not a world of excitement or wild adventure, but one of slow rhythms, soft order, and measured care. Let yourself drift with this vision, feeling the soothing pulse of precision and peace. Notice the contrast between the hum of tiny machines and the comforting silence that now fills the spaces between. There is a softness here, a lullaby woven from the fabric of a future both strange and familiar. As you relax deeper, allow these gentle images to fade softly into the quiet of your mind. The city, the machines, the endless care, they remain distant and calm, guiding you toward a restful sleep. May this quiet future carry you gently into your dreams, where the hum of nanotech whispers a lullaby of calm and order. And if this journey helped bring you a little peace tonight, don't forget to like this video and follow the channel for more quiet explorations of the future, one soothing theory at a time. Sleep well.